So this is the first time I've used these PIDs to control the temperature and the deflag. I've used them on the boiler before, but was never very happy with it because every time it turned off, everything seemed to drop down, and then it come back up and it dropped down. It just seemed to be not a good way of controlling the temperature of the boiler. So if you can see that, it's running at 85 degrees pretty constantly, and that's basically just with a little cheap Chinese box that's behind there with the dial on it that turns the power down. The PID, I brought it up to 63-ish degrees, and I've set it on auto now, so it should be calibrating. That means it basically works out the temperature it's got, what it's done, and if it's reached the temperature required. And in theory, it should be able to work out the amount of on and off it needs to do to keep the temperature at that exact point. I think it takes about 10 or 15 minutes to work itself out. It's starting to get towards the temperature. See, I've got it set at 63.2. The solenoid's up there, that's controlled by the PID, so it'll chuck the water through. There, it's just come on. You can see the flow of the bubbles. It's not gone over. It tends to drop it down a bit, but I think I'm hoping that it'll balance itself out, and if that is the case, then I can up the temperature when I've got rid of all the heads, which are dropping down in here. There's a bit of crap in there, and I know that's not going to be any good because it's coming out at 63 degrees. So you can see how that's dropped down by 3 degrees, which is not really good differential, but I'm hoping it will learn as it goes along, because it's got a lot closer. But yeah, it seems a really good system. Very quiet. I've got in it a 3-phase heating element, but I'm only using 1 phase on it, because at the moment my power supply, I did have a 24 kilowatt 2400 kilowatt hour watt element on it, and it just used to, because it was on so long, it used to melt all the plugs. So that's just 1000 watt I'm using. That'll go up to 3000 watt if I want to rewire it, which I will do when I've got a new power supply fitted into my garage. The pipe work I've got in there is just temporary. I'm going to have copper. This is just a proof of concept. You can see that's come on. It's not pulsing all the time, it's just very, seems to be getting really close to the temperatures as well. So yeah, very happy.